In this video, I'm going to show you how to take your unwanted junk and sell it online for top dollar. I'm talking things like in your garage, basement, closets, just stuff you never use. I'm going to show you how to sell it online and make a lot of money doing it. Okay, so this is my little garage here. It's where I kind of use it for business and for personal stuff. It's kind of half and half, but there is a lot of stuff in here that I honestly just don't use. It's kind of just junk. And so what we can do is I can go through some of this and show you how I can sell this stuff on Facebook Marketplace and sell it quick and sell it for top dollar. Let's take this ladder as an example. I've got two of them. I don't need one of them. So what I could do is I could keep this ladder and have it sit here for another 2 years and maybe use it once. Or what I could do is I could sell it online for like $100. And I could take that $100 and use it on stuff I'm gonna actually use more. So if this is you, if you have a ton of things like this that you could sell that you just never use, it feels good to sell stuff and free up space and to get some of that money back. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button so you can follow along for more videos like this. So again, back to the ladder. What you can do is you start by getting the ladder and you take some pictures of it. So you set it up with a nice neutral background like this black cabinet, and you can just record me doing this. I'm gonna snap a few pictures of different angles. Boom, I've got a few pictures of it now. And in the pictures, you also want to demonstrate the features of the product. So I'm gonna print it out like that. I want to get a picture of it like that real quick. And then it can go straight up and go really tall. So let's go out here and demonstrate that. So it can go up really high. Boom. You want to get a picture of it like that. So let me get a couple pictures of it up high like that, just so you can showcase all the features, all the benefits of this ladder in particular. So again, this ladder is just an example. You probably have tons of things like this that someone else would find value in that maybe you just don't use anymore, and that's okay. Okay, now that we have pictures of the ladder, let's go ahead and head onto Facebook Marketplace and make an ad for it. Facebook Marketplace is my place of choice for buying and selling stuff online. I know there's other places like eBay or Craigslist. I just feel like Facebook Marketplace is really good at finding people in your local area that want to buy what you're selling. And so you're gonna go on Facebook Marketplace and you are gonna hit create an ad. You're gonna put in the pictures you just took, and then you're gonna do a very simple title. But you want the title to be descriptive enough. So if that is an 18-foot extendable ladder, I think that's a great title to put on it. 18-foot extendable ladder. Then you need to put a description. So what you can do is you can just copy and paste the title into the description and then maybe add a couple other things like in great shape, very sturdy, stuff like that. Now you need to come up with a price of what to sell it for. How I do this is I just go on Facebook Marketplace and search for similar things. You might find several other ladders for sale in your area, and if all of them are around $100, then $100 is a good place to start by selling yours. So you price it out and then you hit post. You post your ad, and what you can do on Facebook Marketplace is there's a feature where you can sell your marketplace, or you can share your marketplace listing with other local Facebook groups. So, so for example, if you live in Phoenix, Arizona, there's probably a bunch of Facebook groups called like Phoenix Buying and Selling, Phoenix Classifieds, Phoenix Yard Sale. And you share your post in all of those local groups. That way, your post gets shown to more and more people right in your local area. So after you make your post, you pay attention to your phone, and you keep an eye on the incoming messages. Someone will probably reply with a message, or someone will probably send you a message that will say something like, "Hey, is this available?" And what I like to do is I like to answer their question, but then to always go back to them with a question. So if they say, "Hey, is this available?" you could say, "Yes, it is. Are you here in town?" And by finding out where they are, that's a good first place to start, because sometimes people will be from way far away and it's just not even worth talking to them if they're way far away. Especially if it's a large item like a ladder. You know, maybe if you're selling like an Xbox or something smaller that you could ship, maybe it's okay if they're far away. But most of the stuff that I sell is larger that you would need to sell in person. And so if you ask them, "Are you here in town?" and they say, "Yes, I'm here in town," then you ask them another question, and to try and schedule a meetup. Try and say, "Hey, do you want to come check this out sometime today?" And by trying to get them to come out and look at it as soon as possible, the better chances you have of selling the item. Because when they message you, that's when they're most excited about the item. And so when they message you initially and they're excited, it's good to capitalize on that and to try and get them to buy it really quickly. Because if you wait a couple days, that excitement may die down and they might change their mind. You can schedule a meetup, either have them come to your house or your storage unit, or you can meet them just at a public place like the Walmart parking lot. And so you schedule a time for them to look at the item, and hopefully they'll end up buying it. Honestly, I feel like if you make a pretty accurate ad where you represent the product well, if someone is coming to look at it, then that's a pretty good indicator that they're going to buy it. I would say probably 75% of the time that someone comes to look at the product in person, they're going to buy it. Whenever you're selling stuff, it's good to have a few options of taking payment. Me personally, I like to accept Venmo or cash. You can accept check or other things, but I find that Venmo and cash are just the easiest and most reliable ways to get paid. So yeah, take a look in your garage, in your basement, in your closets, and make a pile of stuff that you could sell. Now, unfortunately, some things aren't worth as much as others. You know, if you're trying to sell some little item, like, for example, you know, if you're trying to sell this little wire brush, you know, you might be able to sell it for $5, you know, because brand new, maybe something like this is $10. But that's not going to be worth your time a ton. It might take you more time than it's worth to make an ad and then meet up with somebody and then have them ask for a couple bucks off, and then you're getting $3. So you got to kind of be selective on what you're selling. It's best to do your research, see what things are selling for. That way you can prioritize the highest priced things that you have first. And once you start selling those, then it's kind of exciting. You start getting some extra money, and it's just a great thing to do in your spare time. To not only make extra money, but also declutter and simplify. I know that a lot of people are renting storage units these days, and so there is a monthly cost to storing these items. And so the way I look at it is, if you're not using that item like semi-regularly, and if it's pretty valuable, then I would just go ahead and sell it. and get what you can out of it, and try and use that money to buy things that you're going to use more. So hope this video was helpful. Hope it gave you a pretty simple walkthrough on how to sell the junk you have around your house online for top dollar. And so go give it a try. Be sure to leave a comment on how it goes. And yeah, thanks again for watching. We'll catch you in the next video.